This video is sponsored by Phoenix Feather. Use code LIFE5 to get 5% off of your next purchase. Phoenix Feather, more than a store. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are talking about the small expansion for Imperial Settlers called AZTECS, Aztec versus Weirdlings. This one introduces two new factions, some new mechanics stuff going on. You will have to take out some of those factions out and throw these ones in. So there's sort of like a setup needed before every game, but it's really not that complicated. So without further ado, let me show you what you get in this cute little box. So first of all, you get a small rule book that just tells you how things change and what's different with new factions, with Weirdlings and Aztecs, and rule changes, stuff like that, you know. So you get a bunch of cards, but before I show you the cards, I will show you these really nice chips, and they're really nice heavy chips. And these are used for Weirdlings. Basically you will switch them on this side or this side, and then the cards will do different things depending which side of the token is flipped for you at that time. So you get a bunch of cards for the Aztecs. You get the El Dorado, gain 1, or if you have 6 or more cards in your hand, gain 2 coins. So these ones revolve around cards that are in your hand. So discard a card from your hand to activate a card that matches its faction in your mind, stuff like that. So now you can discard cards from your hand, do stuff like that. So you can place 1 gear on any card to gain 1, or draw 1 Aztec card from each gear on this card, you know, stuff like that. So they work in that way. Really interesting, different. So there's like this free meal and mystery adventure, more mystery adventures, you know, sunken gods altar. Discard a number of cards of the same faction from your hand, or gain that many and draw the many cards from a single deck, you know, stuff like. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. And so this is Aztec gold. Oh, shouldn't this be here? Wait, is this? Oh, that's level 3. Okay, nothing, sorry. And then we have Weirdlings, and they have like these depending on what side of the token is. So if it's a night, you will use this one, and if it's like a dusk or day, you will then use this side of the card. So this one says draw 1 Weirdling card or gain 1 gold, and then flip the token, you know, every time you activate it, you will flip the token. Or you can spend 5 to gain 2 gems and spend 1 less for each Scottish card in your mind, or gain 4 coins, you know. So they combine really well with different factions, you know. And this one gains you 2 coins or gains you 2 gems, so stuff like that. And throughout the game, as you acquire them, you get lots of cool things to do, like this one is mixed eclipse, so it doesn't matter which one it is. Gain 2 this round, resolve both the day and night effects of all activated cards, stuff like that. Really awesome factions. And you also get cards, so you can decide on your own which factions will be included, or you can use these cards to decide what 6 factions you are going to play with. And you get also some more of these events that can happen throughout the game, you know. So yeah, overall that's all that you get in this expansion. It doesn't look like a lot, but those factions are really interesting. They do all kinds of different things. Now a minor inconvenience is that each game now you will have to go through all of the decks and remove cards of the 2 factions that have symbols of those factions. You will have to remove them from the game, because if you want to include these 2, you have to remove 2 from the base game. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but I don't think that's like a big issue, you know. You can spread the cards around the table and just tell players, okay, so we are not playing with Scottish and I don't know what other faction, just remove those cards, and everybody can sift through the deck. And even if you miss them and they show up, you just remove them to the side and continue playing. So it's really easy, you know, to do that. So it's like a minor inconvenience, not something that I would say that this expansion. I don't get the expansion. Definitely check this one because the new stuff that it brings, this chip that flips, and the beauty is each player put these chips randomly on one side, whatever they choose, or you can flip it. So not all players will activate same cards in the same way on the same turn, stuff like that, which is really interesting. Overall, they say that the rules explicitly say that you will always play with the Egyptians. So if you include this expansion, have that in mind. Egyptians can't be thrown out of the game because they have lots of cards that are tied to progressing on those tracks, which is important for this game. So have that in mind. And yeah, overall, that's that. Really nice, fun little expansion that adds a little bit of different things to the game. Refreshes it up a little bit. So what I would recommend is just to keep each faction now separate. When you clear the game from the board, when you are done with the playing, clear the game back in a box. Just keep every faction separated, and then when you start playing, you have to decide which one you want to play, take them out, shuffle them together, and go play. After you're done with the game, just make them all on their piles, put them in each separate baggies, and that's that. That's the easiest way, of battling that thing that I mentioned previously. So that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending all your precious time with me, for likes, subscribe, shares, for all of those. I definitely appreciate all of these. And yeah, until next time. Pozdrav.